second paladin, or because I've been operating under the understanding that we knew that there was a second paladin. We didn't know who it was.
Second paladin. You got it
Okay.
slipped by Magic Roslov, who was a large pumpkin man who came to your academy looking for information in investigating the Witchwoods and any lore that was associated with them. He befriended you, as you were often frequented in the library as well, and he let a few things slip. He wouldn't give you a name, but he did give you some descriptions. So when you went to the tree singing ceremony, when you were invited, you would have seen a male Harengon that fit the description very aptly. The antlers probably gave it away pretty well as well. But he wouldn't have had any special fanfare beside being obviously part of Prismere. He would have been wearing an attire that would have marked him as likely a teacher of this very academy, and would have been standing amongst a crowd of others dressed as the same.
Oh, he might have had a room here.
Very possible.
Well, I would have shared all this information with them, and they were probably looking at me like, why do you keep on asking about a second paladin? There was no second paladin. Like, no, there really was.
The only one, let's see, Audrin would remember it as well. You would have had the memories of second paladin. They couldn't have wiped that from you. You wouldn't remember his name because you were in here and been under the same geas as the rest. But you would have the same memories, more or less, of all of Prismere. He existed. He was real. He was very popular, but beyond that, you can't really remember much.
Gotcha.
Anyone outside Prismere? There is no second paladin. Witch and Light maybe knew of him. That would have been through their own connections. There are reasons.
They knew Isolde, though. They knew Isolde, though.
Yes, Isolde was more better known, more well known. She would have had some notoriety. She was part of an adventuring group that had done some pretty impressive feats. But they fell to tragedy, and Isolde would have gone through a period of kind of manic attempts at revenge with nowhere to go. And then she would have become a bit reclusive, coming to Prismere for some comfort with her new friend, Zavilna. And but if you read the letters, eventually time began to chafe her. Her Eladrin nature took over, and she wanted to roam free, as is her species' nature. Zavilna built her an entire carnival to express her freedom and whimsy and be able to travel wherever she wanted, but still that wasn't enough. She continued to pull away, almost as if the things that bound her here were like chains. Eventually she met another carnival in passing, run by two Shatterkai, the Carnival of Morlai. They got to drinking, they got to talking, and they thought it would be a wonderful idea to trade carnivals until the carnivals next cross paths again. And that pretty much brings you up to date, more or less. Zavilna seemed to encourage the transition, or at least she allowed it.
Do we know who the Isolde's original companions were? Like, are they famous heroes or anything like that?
I don't know that, but I can certainly look that up. I would imagine, yes, their names would have been... If you knew the incident where they gained notoriety, I think that their names would be known as well. Let me look it up. Technically, Isolde is part of Ravenloft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, be careful looking up any of these names if you do care about spoilers within the campaign. These are official names, and while I have expanded on Witchlight, I've largely used canon stuff. So you're getting like Gygaxian stuff here.
I wasn't planning to look up the name. I was just I played the Curse of Strahd. I was like trying to remember if I remember Isolde.
Did you go to the carnival? Then you've been to the other carnival.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure we had the... Maybe I think he took the carnival out.
Yeah, it depends on... It's really not a big part of the main plot. You don't really have to, use it if you don't want to. Isolde is a female Ghaele, Galilee Eladrin holy warrior of the Seldarin, de facto leader of the carnival.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't want to take too much time with that.
No. If everyone's on, I can summon you to the board, and I mean we can pick up because this is more or less getting into actual roleplay.
Yeah.
Where's the board? This is all relevant.
Unfortunately,
For the letters, we'll say that you guys discovered it in her tower. If anyone feels really strongly with a nice impulse for RP, and you want to be the one who found them, please take the, go ahead, take the lead.
I think Audrey would be the perfect person to find out that his goddess had a fling, and it wasn't him.
Well,
I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not, considering he was 17 when she vanished.
I think everyone's to the board, and I believe we're out of combat. Everybody ran, so if everyone's ready, you can more or less pick up the game right where you left off.
We killed the first band of red caps and
Tin Men.
True. Where did you guys?
and we're aware there's a second one. We don't know where it is right now in the castle,
Trying to chase them all down.
but I'm guessing they're not very stealthy.
Typically, no, they're not. Forgot you guys are in the jungle room.
Yep.
Now, we wanted to go to places we haven't explored yet. We're trying to figure that out. Because we also want to go up as high as we can, because I think we're of the opinion that there's the teachers' rooms are on the top.
So I can tell you, let me see here. I believe you in this room?
If the door's open, just assume yes.
Yeah, I believe you cleared out this floor. You cleared out the top floor. The teachers' rooms are not on the top floor. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
The theater district would have been, but it is missing from the structure entirely. Imagine there would have been a giant structure of glass and steel that extended off, would have been an entire second or an extra wing that just extended off the side of the castle. It would have been suspended in air like physics didn't even freaking matter. And that was where the school theater was. That's where the theater teacher had her office. It is just where the pathway once was, just ends in open air now. There's nothing there.
Right? Okay. Okay. So we're going to start looking for the teachers. We explore where we haven't been yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Okay. So this floor looks pretty well explored.
Just wondering how much.
Everything here. Pretty sure.
Just trying to remember how much of the floor below us we we've been all over this place, and I'm just trying to figure out which ones we've done.
I'm trying to remember. I'm not sure if we've been through any of the doors on the front end of this castle.
No, we have not. We have not gone to. I don't think we've gone to this over here. This detachment.
I was just thinking that myself.
Yeah, you're right.
The front, that side, the little side attachments, and I don't know how much of the basement have explored as much. Or not basement, but is that the basement?
Well,
no, it's not.
That
It's
wing
above us.
that we haven't explored that you pointed out, the room that's adjacent to that has a bob floating in it.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fred.
Yeah.
What's Diago's buddy's name?
Bob.
Todd.
Todd. And I think there's a dead mimic in there.
Yeah, that was
there's
one of the
a dead
earliest
something out of
fights. Yeah, where it was the apple
That
mimics
is
and
the floor
stuff.
You guys have explored the least.
Yeah, I think we entered there and we got pretty badly beaten, and we decided, you know what, we need a break, and decided to sleep in the tower.
So why don't we go back over there? By the way, I'm going to keep Oliver out, so he can keep I want him to use his listening skills.
Okay,
I would put him next, or not next to the tower, but keep an eye on the tower just in case they try again.
We can get down there pretty easily if we just
find a staircase.
not even find a staircase. We can literally just go out the doors here. Go out this door over here, and then take the flying carpet just down to that balcony.
We could try that
over here.
Okay. So Oliver will be out, and he'll be basically, just flying from thing to thing, just scouting and listening.
Marking them red caps.
Exactly. He's keeping an ear out for red caps and tin men.
Let me see where.
What makes a red cap red? Let's find out.
I mean, that is actually something you can learn. They're actually pretty quiet as you flutter around. You guess they've probably gone into hiding as well.
Okay.
Where are you?
Oh, oops. Yeah. Okay.
I see you guys.
You. Oh yeah, that's right. Yenris was with us last time. He's all the way back in the books.
Yeah, that's why I'm not moving nothing.
I ain't touching
I'm
nothing.
just following. I ain't done nothing. I'm just following you guys.
And we still have that magic carpet, which we can use.
Yep.
Yup.
Don't we just
fly
all...
on down on the magic carpet?
Diago fell off the ledge. He's-
There he went.
Oopsie. All right.
Game over for Diago.
Yep.
I can just port Yenris over real quick.
Like,
I'll have Oliver
Where are you?
look through the window.
And where's that?
hello, I'm here too.
Yeah.
He just gets teleported. He just appears.
Just phase through a wall. Yes. Here the whole
Yes, I'm here.
Room are you guys trying to go into? Where is
The little underground green room.
yeah.
I think we're at the store here.
Mimic room.
Lost Mimic.
Alright.
I swear,
Is there,
to all that is holy, if I find a red cap in here, this whole place is getting burned.
You know what? I've considered his position, and I find no flaw in it.
Yeah.
You guys are free to do as you please. I think everybody's there. So,
Can we open the door?
you can request it.
I'm clicking on it, and nothing's
Right.
happening.
Weird. There it goes. Yeah.
Good.
Ooh, peek around the corner. Yeah.
Oh, who's there? Toughest among us today.
I will lead the charge. The glass cannon will lead the charge.
Pajama Man. Step
Pajama man will.
This is a job for people who have regular day clothes on.
What the heck? I'm wearing normal clothes.
This is a job for people who have jobs.
Okay, fine, fair enough.
Okay, we've been here before. Oh yeah, there's a old Todd. So I think we want
Hey,
to go to
Todd.
we want to go to this room over here, right?
I think we've had that.
Yeah,
No, the red room over here.
the one with the trees. Yeah,
How do I
we
make- how do
passed
I-
that.
How do I make the little circle thing again to get?
If you click M,
Oh, No. There was wasn't there something else?
T.
Was it R? E.
T.
Oh, P.
Tea.
T.
Tea. Tea, as in tea, the beverage.
There you guys are going.
Tea, as in tuberculosis.
Yep.
Love me some tuberculosis.
It's a horrible as in. I don't want to do as in.
Tea is tea, the drink. Pea, as in the things that come from pods.
So, a deer, female deer.
I will open the door.
All right, one moment. I'm pulling. up
Watch
that
my
room.
backs, lads.
Oh,
Pulling
as
up
in
that
the
room.
proclamation of surprise.
Guys, I'm gonna open up the door and then I'm gonna move away. Okay?
I wish you luck.
No, don't stand in. Yenris, you might not want to stand directly outside the door.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just counterspell. Just.
Okay. Don't miss.
Well, why'd you have to say that? I had all this confidence and ready to be disappointed with my roll. Now I'm second guessing myself.
Listen, we're already carrying around one dead person. Luckily, he's small. We're gonna have to cut you up and put you in the bag.
What the hell?
Oh my god.
Well, we already have one fairy in there.
They're not a fairy.
No, but the other one is. Can we open the door, Jim?
Yeah, just a second. I'm looking
He's just
for the-
setting up our disaster.
Yep, pretty much.
Because what Diago's going to do is he's going to open the door. He's actually going to try and open the door with his mage hand, and we'll send Oliver in first. So no one stand directly in front of the open door. So when the fireball comes out,
We'll just, still eat it, but
Why do you think there's a fireball that's going to come out?
never underestimate a red cap.
Okay.
Remember, conserve your spells. We may not be able to get back to the tower. They might have it guarded.
Hmm.
Don't.
oh,
Yeah, give me a second. I'll find.
My NPC for this area, Captain Fireball. He casts Cone of Cold.
Wait, I got. I found my note. I am just reading it, so I know what to do.
Give them all the treasure.
Yeah. All right. So, you open the door.
And I'm going to have Oliver fly in.
As he enters into this room, it is I think a grove, perhaps, would be the best description. There are several varieties of trees in here, all of different species. There's a couple that are repeated. This room seems remarkably well cared for.
Hold on, is there a lot of stuff in front of the door?
No.
Yes.
Wait, where? Oh,
There's like
actually,
boxes.
yes, I'm sorry. Yep, nope, you're right. God, that was barricaded in. Yeah, no, there is.
Mhm.
So Oliver can kind of get through. 'cause
Pop
I'm guessing
through,
there's-
yeah, but nothing person size is getting through.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he's
they
going
got
to fly around
barricaded.
in there. He's going to fly around and take a look around.
I don't know about that. I can see a little hole, little crevice I could crawl through.
But yeah, inside it's pretty much as depicted. Nothing moves. There's a nice breeze. Looks like the windows were left open. All the trees in here look like they're in remarkably healthy condition.
I'll have Oliver go over to the desk and look down, and I'll look through his eyes to see what's there.
Notes about caring for trees. They're all pretty old. Different pollination cycles, and how a couple of the different trees in there have different seasonal different seasons, basically, based on what planet they're on. So they're trying to kind of sync them all up and get a harvest season growing within there, using trees that are from different worlds.
Are there any computers in here? Like any terminals?
No.
It's not a dumb question, given.
No,
Oh,
totally fine.
All right. Is there anything that looks interesting? Like, is there anything I notice? Is there anything? Does he see anything in the trees moving around, or even like slumbering that doesn't make sense?
Perception,
Is there
vision based,
I will do that.
or hearing. Actually, I would allow hearing too.
He has advantage, so it's an advantage +3. So 17.
He does get the sense that someone's in there snoring.
Okay. Can he figure out where?
Unguarded.
Near the back. It's unclear as to where it's coming from, though. It seems like it's coming from the trees themselves.
Okay. All right, so I'll relay that information. Now, do we want to unbarricade the doors, guys?
Do you think it's worth it?
Someone thought it was worth it to block it up. There's something in there, or it sounds like there's something in there snoring. I'll have Oliver try and find it. So I'll have Oliver be a bit more active trying to find out what's snoring, but because he's got advantage on hearing.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like it's coming from the trees.
Something in the trees
It
is
could
snoring.
even be the wind just blowing through them oddly.
Likely story.
There are metal grates at the top. I mean, we could land up there and smash through the top.
Very true.
Wanted to. Do you guys want to do that? And then we could. I know. I'm not sure that's a great idea because then how do you get out?
Yeah.
I mean, we took it. You said some of the windows were open, so if we need to, we can emergency carpet out through the windows.
Yeah, there's one window open. And there looks to be ivy growing out of it. So do we want to abandon this room or do we want to go in the room?
We already kind of made some progress trying to get into the room.
Who's strongest? Godwin is not the strongest.
What the?
That would be
Tiago's not
Ballast.
the strongest. Adrian's
I think-
probably not the strongest.
I think Ballast is the only one who's got like
Actual
a positive
strength.
for it. Yeah. I think everyone
well, no.
else is sitting at 10 or lower.
No, that's not true. Yenris has a 12.
Might.
Yeah.
More.
Hey, go get him, Yenris. Show
I've
us
got a
his muscle.
12. And
And eight's
technically,
the average.
as I am a Firbolg, I can push double my strength.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I a powerful build. I'm counted
Alright.
as one size larger. So what does it say? I can push 20 pounds.
Oh man.
I'm gonna guess these boxes are not 720 pounds.
No, you could probably move those boxes.
We are gonna make an awful racket,
coming
though.
up. Whoops.
Right. By the way, watch out, guys. We're gonna make an awful racket. So I'm gonna have Oliver come out and come into the mimic room.
Yeah, I was gonna say
There's no-
someone should probably keep an eye just in case, some red caps decide to start scouting us.
And I want him to hide.
You're all just assuming that whatever's asleep in here will be aggressive. It might just be.
Listen,
No. I'm assuming that the red caps and the tin men that are in here are gonna hear the racket that we're making, and then try and come up behind us, or wait for us outside. So I'm gonna have Oliver wait out, conceal himself, and wait out here and just watch.
you also you do have to remember that every time we go into a room, there's always something that is trying to kill us. I don't think there's been very few rooms that have not had something hidden to kill us.
I'm with you, but I'm more concerned about the stuff that might be coming up behind us right now.
Oh no, I'm talking about I'm talking about the next room because even though this thing might not attack us right away, the cat didn't attack us right away until we asked or offered help. So
I'm with you. So, Jim, can I have Oliver do
Maybe
that?
the cat was just a
Sure.
asshole.
Yeah,
I don't know.
hide and watch your backs. Absolutely.
Where are you, Oliver?
let's get in there.
Let's do it.
I'll do it.
I'll find my buddy Oliver.
I push. I go. Ugh.
There he is.
I
Just hide
push.
for a second. All right. So, Yenrich, you want to start moving boxes?
Yeah.
One by one. You can just shove them out of the way. Alright, eventually you get the debris cleared. Wasn't overly heavy. Inside you can occasionally hear like the clinking of glass. Surprisingly light, actually. Nothing seems to react to your moving the boxes around.
Wonderful.
The sound of
It's quite nice in here.
The sound of perhaps a breath is more obvious now that the boxes are gone. It's still a bit unclear though. Even as a druid, this could just be the sound of a forest breathing.
I'm cool. Whatever.
Yenris, I'm gonna say Yenris's cloak, his Kagonesti forest shroud, as it is just like it's like a little capelet basically of leaves. Will probably start to shift to match the color of the foliage in the room.
Very nice.
Just automatically.
Love it.
It does that to try.
And Goblin, can you come in? I want to shut the
Flash
door
me.
behind us.
Yeah.
So we'll shut the door behind us, just so that it's not obvious exactly. You know, if anyone tries to come at us, we'll have an idea.
Understood.
And Oliver's he's too. You know, if anyone comes in that room, he's gonna just let me know. So nothing too crazy.
Could I try and like give a big old listen and hear like there is a sound to of the forest breathing, but like there definitely is a difference between a mammal that needs oxygen like that.
Would you like to do nature or hearing perception?
I would like to just do like a perception check,
Sure.
if I may. At the very least, to try and like the hearing is coming from that direction or something. But I'll do a perception. Yeah. 28.
Oh,
It's definitely coming from the back of the room over here, but it doesn't sound like anything. It sounds like something is breathing for sure, but like no animal you've ever heard before.
Well, he's gonna look back. Whatever that sound is, it's coming from way in the back.
I'll tell it. I'll start approaching
Yeah.
slowly.
When Audrin like passes by Yenris is gonna like stop him and say,
Oh, Adrian, by the way, we got caught up in a sort of gust of wind, and I caught a piece of a leaflet or something with some information on it. I thought you might.
and he'll like reach into the foliage on his chest and he'll pull out a piece of paper. And it's the
Several
piece of
pieces
paper. Yeah, it's the piece of paper that I caught.
Mhm.
And it says, Igwilv's Finishing School for Wayward Witches, for gifted, fey-touched, and cursed children. And a picture of a woman on the front.
Thought this might be of interest to you.
Is the woman Zabilna?
No. Or I don't think so.
What is the woman wearing?
So Audrin, if you take do you take the slip of paper?
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
To your eyes, you can see more written. Now you have to make me find that.
Oh.
1 second. This one should be easier to find. Pretty sure I saved them. Maybe I'm lying. Alright, well, I'm just going to paraphrase it because I can't find the whole thing. But, it says... it was good, too. What did I do? Okay. Fine. So as you look at it, you can see something else written. At Igwil's finishing school for wayward witches, we believe in shaping brilliance, not breaking it. Our curriculum blends ancient arts with modern hag's touch, ensuring your little shadow spawn learns loyalty, cunning, and charmcraft in equal measure. Why risk a broken bargain or a shattered mind? Let Igwil and her expert governesses cultivate your young talents into bound servitude, pliant, powerful, and promising. Terms begin at every new moon, discretion guaranteed, drop-offs by broom portal or enchanted ribbon accepted. If you break it, your bargain back, guaranteed. Of note, the only two who can see the extra the extra writing is Audrin and Godwin.
Well, she knew her audience.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
And while you're all contemplating that, you all have kind of wandered through the room a bit. That's enough to trigger it. One of the trees will suddenly start to shake and then stand up as a giant ent resolves itself out of the tree foliage, shakes up and roars at you all, shouting, "I told you to stay out." It picks itself up, leaves and dirt falling from its body. It clubs the ground, shaking the whole room, and it begins to stomp towards you. Boom. Boom.
I know I
I'm
should have
going to
asked.
begin to sing.
Performance.
Dig it.
All right.
As it gets closer, you
Yeah.
can see the trees around it, the roots of the very room begin to react, and they begin to start crawling up and reaching towards you. You understand you're going to be entrapped by the roots of this place very quickly.
Not natural 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah, nurse, do you have any
dirty
friendship
20.
stuff?
Dirty 20 for tree singing.
Your song will cut through this creature's its rage, and it will stop, and it'll slow. You'll see all the tree roots surround you begin to they don't go away, but they stop moving, and they just kind of sway in the air now. That is an odd song. Not heard it sung here before. It is calming. You do not belong here. I will allow you to leave. Be gone. None may be here. This room is closed.
How long has it been closed for?
Since the fall of the school, get out. You will not pilfer my grove.
Audrin will just he'll sing. Please let us stay.
You should know that the school has been invaded yet again by redcaps and tin men.
I know. They come here trying to pilfer my grove. They all get squashed and squished under my roots. In fact, if you look around, you may find the few scattered remains of tin men and redcaps sort of folded into the soil, used as fertilizer.
Cool. Hey, Audrin, Did you show him the symbol of Zybilna?
No, I did not.
Did show him that we're kind of friendly?
Yeah, so I'll present my holy symbol.
Please, Mr. Tree Man.
And
I
just say I served a lady.
He gets right up
The
close
queen.
to you, and his giant face peers down. You can hear the creaking of a tree in a strong wind as his massive face gets right up next to you, and it just slowly blinks its eyes as it peers at this incredibly small pendant you're holding up to it.
I imagine it's not that small. Like, I imagine it's probably like the size of the. Well,
It's all relative to a giant tree.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say it's small for him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like holding it up to one eye and blinking at it.
Yeah.
slowly.
Mm-hmm.
He sniffs it in this long, deep tree breath. It smells of the witch's light. Truly, are you servants of the Lady Zybilna?
I am. I am your cleric. Audrin.
There. Audrin, the little one.
It's
The
been some
little
time since I was little. But yes.
Perhaps. You little two legs do grow quickly. I suppose it could be you. Why are you all here? He stands up to his full, towering height. It's leaves touching the ceiling of the the roof. Ceiling of the roof.
Yeah. We.
Remember we came to, there was a darkness here that was infecting the fairy realm?
Was it here? I thought we were here for something else.
Isn't it here? It's
I think he
fucking...
means more the room in general.
Oh. We're exploring this whole castle. There are things here we're looking for. Seeing if maybe we can find something to help us find. Free the Lady Zybilna.
You seek to free her. They mocked me. They said that she was dead, that she was gone forever. I
No.
know that her power still exists.
Yes. It does. I'm proof of that.
He...
She grants me power still.
Nice. He'll walk back to where he started, and you can see him slowly slip his roots down into the soil where he was. He settles himself down, looking very tired and very old. And as he does so, now that he's not stomping towards you, about to smush you into a fine paste, you can tell that this is a truly weathered treant. His bark is brittle and cracking. As you look closer, you can see wounds as he's seeping sap all throughout his body. Probably not something a treant's particularly supposed to do. This treant is not doing well. But he will settle down. If you are servants of her ladyship, then you are welcome in my grove, he says very tiredly. I will not force you to leave. Those filthy red-cap hag spawn come here to try to steal my fruit and my labor. I was appointed guardian of this place, and I shall be guardian until my death.
Now,
That is
do
what
we
is asked of me.
now do we know that part of the building was gone? Part of the building is gone?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's ask about that. So there appears to be part of the building that has disappeared entirely.
This castle was strip-mined for its valuables before they left. They set up shop here for a while, the traitorous coven. Used this place and its resources until it became too dangerous for them, too unstable. Even now, this place is cracking at the seams. Yes, I believe they took a large chunk, an entire wing off with them. I know not where or why.
Okay. Did Zybilna leave behind something that she might need back to help free herself?
free herself. I'm sure she did. It's a crafty thing. She would not be so easily defeated without contingency.
We're looking for a kettle or a piece of a kettle. Or cauldron. That she might have left here. We've been searching for it. Do we think that might be part of the key to freeing her from her time prison?
She
Do you
had
know anything?
a powerful cauldron, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Central to the realm and her power, if I remember.
We believe the traders shattered it.
You would look very
Sundered
sad at
it.
that.
And there's a piece here.
Piece here.
Possibly.
If it's here, I do not know it. But it may be. Forgive me, I have not left the grove. This was my task, and I have continued to fulfill it. If it lies within this dungeon, then I'm sure you can find it.
Take a look. When we leave, you're gonna have to re-barricade your door again.
Yes, although it may not matter soon. As I said, this place grows unstable.
From
Magic
what's causing it?
is fading.
Well, we see a lot of witch rot
Yes.
growing. Any idea why it's growing here so plentifully?
I suspect it's what the hags have done here. I'm not really sure, but they turned this place into some sort of focal point. It was always used for experimentation. The roots were already there. They just concentrated them, focused them, made them more. I believe it's why they eventually left. It became too unstable. Perhaps
Maybe
they mean
if
to
you could-
annex the whole area and just break it off from the realm once it becomes too unstable. I don't know.
If you can tell us where the focus might be, or where they may have tinkered with
It's
it.
somewhere in the center
Oh.
of the school. Dead center, I think.
Which direction is dead center from here?
The south.
Would it be on this floor, or do you think it would be below?
I think it's below. Actually, no, it's on this floor. I'm wrong. It's wrong.
Okay.
He says
And
it's. He stops and he kind of like, you can see him commune with everything around him, really. And there's roots and lichen that have been growing all throughout this place, along with all the other samples and weird varieties of things they have in here. He seems to commune with it, and then he will say it's that way, and he just kind of points southward, a few walls that way.
Okay. And I look at the other ones, the other guys, and I said, shall we try that?
I think we should.
Right.
I'd encourage it.
So let's go south from here.
That's
Walls. If you
If-
could open the door again.
He'll say, wait. If you are truly servants of the Bilna, and you wish to aid her, then this place is for you. I have been guarding this for those who are loyal to her, not those who aided in her fall. You are welcome here and are safe here as long as I stand, and you are free to partake of some of the fruits, if you wish.
Anyone hurt?
Thank you. No, surprisingly.
Yeah, I think we had a rest not long ago. Okay. Well, can you tell us how you are called?
My name is... Isn't that I just had it? Like Rootloom.
The one question you weren't supposed to ask. Now you must die.
Yes. Yeah, Rootloom.
I had this for breakfast the other day.
Don't say that. He's gonna fight us.
Elder Rootloom. Warden of the
No, it wasn't Fruit Loom. It was Fruit Loops. Oh,
Fruit Loop. What the?
What the?
Right, root loam.
Oh, thank you, Rootgloom. Tell me, what is special about these fruits that they need to be protected? So,
He'll perk up at that. They are rare varieties of apples from around the multiverse. The mistress loved variety, you see. He'll walk over to one and he'll like gently cradle the apple with his branchy hand. I'll go, this one here. This is the ironbark apple tree. It's a sturdy gray tree with shiny, almost metallic looking apples.
Do you have any seeds that you would like to see planted over thither?
He would probably say, yes, that would be wonderful, yes. He would just reach into his own, probably his own chest and just pull out some seeds and hand them to you. Here you are.
Okay.
The ironbark apple, if you eat the apple, you gain +1 AC for the day. He'll turn to another one and he'll say, the dream drop tree. You see a tree of flowers who seem to be constantly drifting downward like snow, but they never really fall. They're always still there. A rare tree. You can use it to brew a potion that will put the imbiber into a deep sleep for an hour. Upon waking, they gain 10 temp HP. Look, there's a lot of trees in here. Echo apple tree. The apples record the last thing said within 10 feet of them. They can store a message spell. Let's see. The rot root tree. Gnarled and sinister with black apples. Eating them will deal necrotic damage. You can also use them to make a necrotic poison.
Thank you, Rootloom. And again, beware, there are definitely more redcaps and tin men about.
They will all feed my garden.
Is there anything that we should bring to the heart that you have here that might be helpful?
I don't know what else I could provide you beside the fruit that grows here. I'm sorry.
Is there any fruit that might help protect us from witch rot or chaos?
No, I don't have anything like that. I don't think so. He can take you over. I don't know about witch rot, but this one will provide some resistance to fire.
I'll definitely eat an apple that's resistant to fire because we get a lot of it.
He'll take you over to a tree that has like a very dark brown wood, but the leaves, the very tips, seem like they're. If you look closely, it looks like they're almost on flame, and they just have a very bright orange apple in them. Pull one down, take a bite. Tastes very cinnamony, but you will gain fire resistance for 1 hour. That's from the flame fruit tree.
Oh, guys, I'm thinking this is a good idea. Because we get hit with a lot of fire. It's up to you guys. You guys want to eat an apple? Okay,
Wait, are these same apples from that dungeon?
Oh, are they ent apples? No.
Okay.
So an ent apple is from, basically a species of this guy.
Okay.
I met a couple who saw some adventurers leaving a dungeon. They were like, please, take our children and spread them.
Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure on that.
So let's if I'm gonna start. Let's start going.
Okay.
I ate the apple, so fire resistance.
For 1 hour, you have fire resistance.
Let's start heading south.
all right.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm assuming that Oliver's not saying, "Hey, watch out! There's guys out
One
there."
has come to visit.
We didn't make that much of a noise, so.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm back. What did I miss?
So there's apples in there, Rootloom, and they give you special abilities. Diago's
Gotcha.
eaten one that gives him fire resistance for 1 hour.
Okay.
I don't think anyone else has eaten any other apples. and he has said that go south a couple walls, and you'll find the heart.
I was here for that. Yeah. All right. Good deal.
So we've already been through most of this place.
We didn't go to this door across the room here.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the only door we haven't done because, there's the. We definitely know we went up the stairs because that's where the big mimic body is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we went through.
But we also didn't go through this one at the end of the hall.
But that's not south. That's west.
Well, yeah, but
Going south.
just letting you know.
No, fair point. So let's try and open up this door.
I'll try to open a door.
I'm clicking on it left and right. There you go. Ah! Hey, Oliver.
The glow of aether crystal is too obvious to ignore as soon as you open the door. Everyone's witchwood would start chiming up and chittering very loudly.
Damn. Alright, well, it's a good thing. Like little Geiger counters. Tick, 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 tick. Alright,
yes.
Alright, how do we get in there? Can we climb through this? Is like how... Are there spaces that we could climb through? Like, obviously there's boxes there.
There's boxes, move them.
Okay, so let's move the boxes.
Yep.
I'll just move the boxes again.
Yep.
Excuse me, fellas.
And I'll
There we
leave
go.
Oliver out here. Oliver, same deal.
I exploded them with my mind.
Nice.
Impressive.
So we're going to be very careful. Like we're taking our time. Oh, so we see, what, pinks and blues?
Almost all colors are represented here.
Okay. Is there anything that looks like there's the focal points?
Not that you can see. But yeah, the crystals are growing haphazard everywhere. Out of the floors, out of the walls, out of the ceiling.
Okay, and this looks like there's a door here that's blocked by one. Back to that later. Careful, very careful, very careful. Stepping around the crystals. I know, like,
Yep.
I'm hopping like a
Perception,
madman, but
please.
it's
Yep.
what?
Perception,
Okay, perception.
please.
And Audrin is just gonna like grab his cloak and just glide over top of them.
18.
18. You hear at first the clink of metal moving. It sounds like chainmail very quickly. The scrape of leather on wood. Perhaps even crystal on wood. Who goes there? What fool would step foot in here? A figure resolves itself and stands.
We are the heroes of Hither.
Heroes of Hither, indeed. Before you stands a knight. He clearly wearing chainmail. Looks like he may once have been some form of elf, but his body is by and large replaced with the etheric crystal. He's more crystal now than man.
What has happened to you, Grand Knight?
What has happened to me is my duty. I swore to protect this place, and I have done the best I can. This is the last act I could. He points to his own body and what's happening to it. This is the last way I could protect this place, even though it's in vain. Eventually I will fail. The power here will build up, go critical. Beyond that, I know not what will happen.
Have you been preventing it from growing critical? How, and how may we help?
Burden, a promise, and a curse. All wrapped into one. We're ballast here. Well, actually, were he here in his former Valis would recognize this man as well, actually. So would his former self. But I was once a teacher here, a protector. I am a protector still. My name was Elwyn. I was the grand battle master at school. When I fell, I did my best, but we lost. The hags gave me a choice. It was to serve them one way or another. I chose to stay here and be the focal point of all this chaos. Absorb it into myself for as long as I could. I embraced the curse, the talisman they gave me. I've been holding it at bay. You should leave this place. It is not safe. Should you stay, you will become like me.
No, we have been given a great gift that will protect us from the chaos magics, and perhaps we can use it to help you as well.
And you fools. What are you doing in this place? Have you come to rob its riches? They're cursed, all of it.
Not rob, but try and cure. Help.
We seek understanding, knowledge.
Well, just
He serves
forbidden
the Bilna.
magics is all you'll find here.
We serve Zabilna, and we are the beneficiaries of a great quest she was on to find trees that could disrupt the chaos and purify it.
You would serve Zabilna and try to purify this place? Save
Or at least
this
reduce its
place?
danger. If possible, yes. We'd have to find the focal point, though. Thing that maybe is attracting the chaos. If that could be
Talking to
disturbed or...
him. He'll pull apart like a section of his chest armor, and inside his entire torso is just pure animated crystal. But in the very center, you can see a small iron shard embedded deep into his form.
Does it look like a part of a cauldron?
Yeah, it does.
Sir, put your tits away, sir.
Sir tits a lot.
Over there, yeah.
We may be able to help, but it's incredibly unlikely that you would survive. But it could save this place.
He'll chuckle darkly and he'll say, My fate was sealed the moment I agreed to be cursed.
But your curse may have saved this place.
It did, for
So you-
now.
So your curse is of great boon to this castle. This
I had
academy.
always hoped that some heroes would show up and be able to defeat me. If you're strong enough to defeat me, you may be strong enough to contain this. There are secrets and treasures here, but out of the magic the hags worked, bind it all together. I am the fulcrum and the center. But in order to gain access to this place, as soon as you step further, the curse will take over and we will enter combat. There is naught that I can do. Once combat is begun, there will be no stopping me.
Do you have any weaknesses?
Yeah, I was going to ask. Can you just expose yourself a little bit so that way I could just get something in there? That would be great.
Have you dropped
I
the
am
sword?
I'm a trained battle master. The chaos.
But you don't want to do this. You just don't want to do this.
Do you have any allergies we can exploit?
Maybe apples? Any apple allergies? That'd be very convenient.
synthetic fibers or
Listen, if I manage
pollen?
to hold you in place and we leave, you're not going to chase us, right? Like,
You may leave this place. The curse pulls at me. It wants your life, but you have not triggered it yet.
okay.
You step forward, though, you shall. There is a boundary. You are near crossing it.
What do I
What
think
if
would
you-
happen?
what if-
I have
What
honed
if
my-
you crossed? What if you crossed it?
I cannot. He
What if
hasn't
you're
really moved
forced?
More than 2 feet.
What if you were forced?
No one has tried.
You're open.
Audrey's going to turn and look at Diago. Diago,
Yeah.
You know, try to pull him across that imaginary line.
I could try and
No.
vortex warp him.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
I
what
can
I'm
try
thinking.
that. Jim, what do I think would happen if I cast a spell in here?
Unclear.
I would assume as long as you don't hit a
There.
gem, you wouldn't
No,
cause a
uh,
catastrophe.
well, I'm gonna hit a gem because he's
He's standing on
gem.
one, yeah.
He is gem.
That's true, but I would I'm assuming if you hit the gem directly, that's what triggers it, or you overload it with magic. I don't know this situation though.
I can try and teleport him. I'll try and teleport him. Try and vortex warp him from where he is into where the mimic room is.
No, if you could drop him off in front of me, and I can try and remove the curse.
Okay. Actually, hang on. Oh, did I have remove curse? Did I have remove curse?
I've got remove curse.
Yes, but I have an advantage over you. How far away is that guy?
Oh yeah.
Let's measure. He's about 52 from you.
I need to get him within 30 feet.
Mm.
Can you come closer?
I don't think. I mean, like, I cannot leave this little enclosure like right here.
Yeah.
You can't really leave this like little green area until the combat's triggered.
Okay.
If you look
so-
closely, you kind of see like a faint green haze around him. At least existing right here.
I don't think I'm going to be able to teleport him out. I think that he's probably protected while he's in there.
I mean, if we do it quick, if you teleport and run in front of Audrin, and Audrin just removes curse right away.
Well, what I can do is if we cross the line, the second he steps across, I can cast remove curse on him. Well, the second he gets within range, because normally it's a touch spell, but I've tinkered with some meta magics, and I can kind of make it, I think, go 30 feet.
Oh wait, it's a curse. Never mind. I was gonna say dispel magic. I have dispel and I can reach him. But if it's a curse, I don't think it's gonna work.
He says it's a curse, so I can, once he's within 30 feet of me, I can do it. So if you guys want to cross the boundary, and I'll hold action, and I'll hit him with a remove curse. It's up to you. Because you'll probably charge at us the second the curse takes over. And I'll try and remove it, but here's the thing. Let's assume that's not going to work.
I mean, if we're going to assume that removing curse is not going to work, why shouldn't we just teleport him out and see if we don't trigger the curse that way?
He's a very good chance of resisting it.
Okay, that's a good chance of resisting it then, but is it not worth a shot?
I'll do it. I'll try a second. Okay, so stand back. I'm going to try and put him outside the room. So he'll be outside. Yeah. You want him right in front of you?
It's the best chance of acting quickly for success, then yes.
I just think that if he's next to you and nothing works, then he's tearing you apart. So
Is this guy be considered a construct?
I wouldn't say so.
I appreciate your concern, but we've
I
all
also
been.
don't-
Well, no, because what I'm trying to think is like if I also cast Hold Person, so that way we can buy ourselves some time.
may not be a person anymore. If you have a hold monster, that might be.
I do have a Hold Monster.
He does have.
That's why I was asking for a
If he's
construct.
held, then we're not going to know if it worked or not, or how we're not sure how well it will have worked. Like we need to give him a chance to.
If you want to stand like over here, I'll put him over here. But I'm not putting him next to me. I'm not bringing him over next.
All
to
right.
me. Okay, so everyone be ready. I'm going to try and put him where Audrin is, or between. He'll be between Audrin and the door.
All right.
So I'll give it a go. I cast Vortex Warp on him to try and move him.
All right. What kind of resistance is that?
It's a con save.
Con save.
I'm thinking he's a Grand Knight. Probably has a pretty good con.
Actually does.
If I could-
Let's see what he rolls.
If I could see him, I could
Wow.
silvery barbs.
Ooh.
But, oh well.
Of course. Of
Silvery Barber?
course.
I can't because I can't see him because
Yeah,
I'm
because you can't
positioned
see
around the corner. Yep.
Well, Alright.
Here we go.
So, Diago, your spell tries to connect, but he doesn't resist it. The curse kind of does. As soon as you do that, though, we're rolling initiative. And let's go popcorn, shall we? I think that'll be fun for this encounter.
Okay.
Anyone who has advantage on it, don't forget.
16.
I got 15.
I have a 18. Ironically, it's my +3, so. Oh, Yenris goes.
Let's go, Yenris!
24.
Where-
Alright. Roll initiative for this guy.
Oh, that's cheating.
What the
That's
hell?
cheating. You're cheating.
No.
That's cheating.
I think you need to reroll that.
Yeah, that's a reroll.
losing it.
Of course, another natural 20. Oh, this is not a good game. We are so.
I like how this is starting off. Alright. So,
Hey, he's used 2 nat 20s on to resist a vortex
swear.
orb and for initiative. Like, you know,
I think-
statistics is on
stop
our
that.
side.
Alright, so as soon as you do that, a shrieking keen would start to emit throughout the entire room, emanating from his body. Looking closely, you might be able to see that shard that's embedded in his chest. It's vibrating very violently. The colors of his body, the crystals that make them up, would start to fluctuate and pulse. And all of a sudden, he'll let a rather pained shriek, and jagged spikes of crystal will just sort of erupt out of his body into horrible, rather painful looking spikes. With that, he will raise up his sword. He will charge through, and as he leaves the barrier, you see just this swirl of magic that was all centered on him just kind of explode outward into the room.
Good.
We'll charge forward. Let me actually do the measurements. Speeds towards you all. About 30 feet. He'll get there, and he reaches down and he puts his hands on the pink crystal below. You can see he begins to channel from it. He's going to point his sword at, well, Diago's right in front. And he begins to cast a spell.
Counter spell.
Go ahead and roll it.
Oh boy. Really? That's a 15.
Let me see if that works.
If it's 5th level or lower, it does.
Yep.
Yep, you counter the spell.
Woo!
You will.
That's his action.
It is his action. Ooh, on a 1, something happens. 1 second.
I think he was trying to recharge.
Every gem in this room explodes. Just
So, when he connects to the etheric gem, he tries to draw on it and cast a spell. You counterspell it. But you see that the counterspell and all that energy, it goes, it doesn't just disappear. You can literally see it flowing through his body. It seems to try to get out somewhere, and it looks like something's about to happen. And you can kind of see it like concussive burst within himself. And he takes some direct damage from this.
Ooh.
That's good.
With that, he snarls at you. All sense of civility within the man is gone, and the recognition in his face completely gone. He raises his great sword above his head.
Oh.
And he focuses right on you after your counterspell. The sword is lifted above his head, and it begins to glow faintly, building. End turn. Yenris, it's your turn.
I'm done saving people. I'm done trying to counterspell. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do anything, and I'm gonna let this guy hit Godwin.
What the heck?
I am. What do you think? Should I try and hold person this dude, or maybe heat metal his weapon?
I can hold person him if you want to heat metal. But you gotta remember,
Yeah.
this guy
Metal
is.
maybe on the amulet. Do the amulet. Do the amulet.
The
You also have to
Ami-
remember, any magic you do, he might be able to absorb it.
That's true.
But there's no way to know.
Yeah.
So
Just
so
wish you luck.
So until we have evidence, we can't assume that he does, because then we're out of magic and.
Well, I based it off of my counter spell because I think he, or was it from the gem?
He was pulling power from the gem to fuel his spell. You counted the spell, so the energy had nowhere to go. So
Okay.
it hurt him.
That's true. Okay, that's how it went. Okay, just want to make sure.
So what are we thinking? Heat weapon or heat metal on
The amulet that's around him, or his armor. Whatever you want to do.
his armor? Well, I'm just thinking for the weapon because he'll drop it
Oh, okay,
And
that's
then-
a good one.
And then,
unless
yeah,
he passes a check to keep his hands on it.
In which case, he'll take damage.
Yeah,
I like it.
So,
yeah. It's either drop the weapon or take damage.
I dig it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast heat freaking metal on this guy.
All right, what's the save against it?
Well, he just takes 2d8 fire damage. Because he is in physical contact with the sword. One might assume. Great rolls. 3 fire
There's
damage.
Is there a saving? There's a saving throw for something, right?
Yes, if a creature is holding or wearing the object and takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on Constitution saving throw or drop it if it can.
there it
Plus
is.
9 for an 11.
No, 17. He drops the sword.
The sword will drop from his hands. It clatters to the ground. The blade itself is largely made out of crystal, but there is a vein of fire or of metal that runs through it still. The creature seems
Beauties.
stunned or stymied by the lack of its sword.
Wonderful.
It's a great sword.
It's a massive 200 greatsword, yeah.
Yeah, and he was charging up some like super attack to destroy Godwin.
How much do you think? How much can this thing weigh? It's a sword. Probably not more than like 20 pounds. Probably less than that, because you have to be able to wield it.
Yeah, because magic isn't a thing. Go for that.
Yeah, come on. Come on, we know mithril is real.
Mhm.
That shit's stronger than steel and lighter than it.
Hey, listen, I'm just trying to figure out something. All right.
Okay. The equations are flowing in your mind.
How they got you guys doing math.
I've been hanging on to something for a little bit, and I think it might be interesting.
What is the
So-
variable mass of his
So whose
blade?
turn is it now? Is it still?
It's, I think it's still
it's-
Yenris. Yeah.
Is it? Were we doing popcorn?
Popcorn.
Or well,
Yeah,
then
popcorn
yes,
for you guys next.
I shall do Godwin, so he may perhaps
Okay.
hold Purison.
Well, the question is it a monster or a person?
You should ask it.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I ask you a quick question before?
monster or person?
Hey, would you consider yourself a person?
I'm a monstrosity at this point, I think. I don't think what else.
Okay.
anything else good.
Then I'll cast Hold Monster on him.
An aberration might be worth noting that there weren't many. Away from far wrong. Might be considered an aberration. Innate magical abilities drawn from the creatures. No, let's call him a monstrosity. I'll allow it. He's a monstrosity.
All right, I need him to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Saving throw. 14 plus 7. 21.
What? He makes it.
Nice.
Pretty handily.
Okay, yeah, that was a +7. So are we hurting this guy, or are we just letting him? Or are we just trying to hold him?
I don't know.
Cool.
So,
Godwin's
we're
gonna run
We're gonna
away.
remove curse.
Yeah.
Godwin's gonna run away.
Well, let's figure that out.
So Godwin, who's going next?
Let's go with Diago. Let's go with you.
You volunteer.
All right. I'm looking at the sword that's on the ground. I'm assuming it's less than 20 pounds. I'm going to cast the spell Catapult as a 4th level spell. Choose one object weighing, up to 5 pounds, but for every level after that I get an extra 5, so I can do up to 20 within range. The object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid object. If the object would strike a creature, the creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, it takes damage. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. You get an extra 1d8 for each slot above her. So, Cassie has a 4th level spell, and I'm aiming that sword at that giant pink crystal in the back of the room.
All right. Well, I looked up how much a great sword would weigh, and it says it maximums out at about 10 pounds. A giant crystal sword would be heavier, but I think I'm going to allow this.
There's no saving throw. Well, there's a dex saving throw if you're trying to hit a person, but I'm not trying to hit him. I'm launching it in the back, so it can go up to 90 feet.
All right. So let's say the sword goes flying behind him and embeds. Oops.
Into the big giant crystal. So I'm hoping it will detonate or something. The sword is also taking us, let's see here, about 48 damage, and so is that crystal.
There's this sword embedded in the crystal.
Should I roll for damage for both the crystal and the sword?
No. I mean, I don't think the sword's gonna really take damage, but there will be an effect.
Okay, all right.
That's a sword and the crystal. That took way too long.
So that's my. He no longer has his sword, and it's no longer near him. So guys, he doesn't have his sword. Get him.
When the sword goes flying backwards, it does land in the giant crystal, but there's no cracking sound or explosion. The sword sinks into it quite cleanly, and the crystal begins to glow.
Okay.
That's totally not going to be a problem.
I may have done something very bad or very good. I'm going to try and push him.
Never listening to you warn us against caution. To be cautious ever again.
I was hoping it would explode.
That makes it a lot better.
It's
We're in a
far
room
away.
full of these things.
Yes,
do you know what fucking cascading explosions are?
We have witchwoods. We'd be fine. I believe this.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
No.
Hey, Adrian,
my
I think
goodness,
we should
I'm
just
in
get
a
out of
room
here, right?
full of dynamite boxes, but that one I'm firing at is so far away. Who cares?
I'm going to try and pull him 5 feet toward me.
All right. He'll probably resist that one. Strength.
And he's going to win, but I have a bonus action. I'm sure he wins. It's like a strength, and I'm guessing he probably houses me easily on that.
Yeah, he houses that pretty easily. Yeah, his strength is also strong. He has 3 prime stats. You just found all 3.
Yeah, cool, great.
So I'm now running I'm running toward Audrin.
All right. Anything else on turn?
No, that's it. Let me turn around.
Give it to
Give me a
Audrin.
second.
You're up next.
Okay. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just messing with my room.
I don't want to go too. I want to be able to see him before. I want to make sure I keep an eye on him.
Okay. There we go. I'm going to fly my 40 feet. See? Come on, get up. Stop that. and slap him with a remove curse.
Before he rolls, since I can see him, I'm going to choose his roll. I'm going to use my last portent.
I mean, the DM needs to call for a
I'm sorry.
roll.
Sorry,
Here,
if he's gonna,
like, we don't know if there's gonna be a roll.
I mean,
I'm assuming there's
probably going to be a roll. Let me look this up.
Sorry to impose upon that. I was assuming it'd be some sort of saving throw, and if it is, he rolls a 5.
Ah,
He gets his pluses.
Let's see, if the object is cursed, magic item its curse remains. Spell breaks its owner's attunement to the item, so it can be removed or discarded. You can't touch the object, but you can touch the creature. Okay, give me a roll for remove curse. See what we can do here.
Okay.
Just your spell
Is this
modifier.
all right?
It's a spell attack. Your magic's attacking the curse.
Okay, so is this a spell attack, or am I adding my modifier? Which is it?
Make it a spell attack, and it's going to try to oppose you, I think.
Okay.
That makes more sense for the curse. Handle this.
23.
Ooh, 12, 17 plus spell. Oh no, it's plus 9, the 26.
Oh, but I had him roll a 5.
You did have him roll a 5, so he gets a 14.
what a shame.
That's a fail. Okay. So when that happens, the connection between the man and the curse would be at least disrupted. What does remove curse do exactly? Your touch all curses affecting one creature or object, and if the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, yeah. But the spell between the owner attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded. Okay. So you sever the bond between the man and the shard, although it's still connected inside of his body. That is definitely going to cause a wild magic surge. As you can see, the shard itself was holding the etheric magic within him kind of together and keeping it in equilibrium. All of a sudden, you would see the colors of his body begin to swirl like a chaotic storm, and you're going to see light flashing inside his body. It seems to hurt him as much as anything. And his form.
And I try and contain that with my witchwood.
Yes, you can. That would be a. This is all of them, so I don't really have a stat to roll on. What's your prime stat? I guess it's your magic reaching out, trying to calm the storm.
Wisdom.
All right, roll wisdom.
Okay. 9.
9. He
Silver
rolls a
bar?
1 as well. Okay.
Oh my god.
2.
I like him.
Etheric rupture. The curse flares, sending the magic chaotically everywhere, sending jagged crystal spikes outward. All creatures in a 15-foot radius must make a dexterity save.
Okay. Can't roll for shit. 10.
Oh no. That is 22 force damage as shards of etheric magic lance outward from him. He seems to take damage himself from it as well. And yeah, a storm will begin to swirl outside of his body, aether erupting from him as a central point. The aether storm is going to fill a 10-foot radius in a 40-foot high cylinder, so it goes straight up to the ceiling. When the storm appears, well, that'll happen on his turn, or that's next. Anything else on your turn?
Do I still have a bonus action, or was my bonus action trying to contain that?
Yeah, I think that would probably absorb your bonus action. I think that's fair.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then no.
Alright. So, a swirling storm begins to rise up out of his body. It is a 20-foot radius. I think I said 15 foot. So, it's 15 or 20. Ether storm. 10-foot radius. That's a little better for y'all.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I thought it was the 10 foot.
I mean, 20 is better for me. Lock that in. Audrin, I have bad news for you. Creature takes 1d4 force damage for each when they start their turn within the storm, and for each 5 feet they try to move through the storm. You end your turn within the storm, you take a lot more damage.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll 1d4, and you're going to take a little bit of damage.
Well, I'm not going to take that until I start my turn.
That's right. Okay. I'll ignore that 2 damage. The storm whirls around. It doesn't have its sword. What will it do?
Just punch Audrin. I mean, he's right there, just straight across the jaw.
I was gonna go for more of a surrender.
I think he should.
He's
rush
not cursed
Godwin.
anymore.
Yeah,
He's not cursed.
Hey, yeah, you got free will. You got free will.
you're responsible for what you do now.
That's
Yeah.
true. You can speak again. I think he would look at you and say, that was clever. Breaking the curse. But the disruption has started the countdown.
Countdown to what?
This all going catastrophic.
Then let us help you.
I feel like you.
You must. He's just going to say that you must defeat me in order to bring this place into equilibrium. It's part of how they set this place up. It's a domino effect. You may be able to remove the shard now without the curse, but there's naught I can do. My death is the thing that will take all of this energy with me. It's the only way.
So we have to kill him.
With that, he will use one of his abilities, if he can travel far enough. He's going to blink out of existence. And then... He's going to blink back to where his sword is.
Cool.
Okay, that gives us a bit of distance from him.
He reaches
Can he
out
get
and
it
grabs
out?
the sword. His whole body takes on the purple hue, and he draws the blade from the crystal. There's no crack in the crystal, no visible sign that the blade was ever in the crystal itself, except that the light seems to perhaps be dimmed a little bit. Let's see here. That was a bonus action to move. He's gonna grab the blade.
It's still burning hot.
Yeah, he does have to make a Constitution save just to grab it.
Make a con save just to grab it. That's a success.
Well, it's 2d6 fire damage.
2d8.
2d8,
Fire
excuse me.
I shall roll the fire damage. Take this.
Yeah.
Much better.
14!
Way to go. So he's strong at wisdom, strength, and con.
Mm-hmm.
Problem. Those are like the best ones.
For his action, what he's going to do is, you know what? He can't really call on the power of the shard. You decursed him. He's unbound from it. He can't use any of the shard powers.
Yeah, because it takes you like an hour to reattune to that.
Yeah, you unattuned him to it, so he can't use it. Shit. Okay. Alright, then he would probably call upon one of the darkness powers, because he just charged that up. Let's see. I know what to do. He is going to fill the room with smoke. Endless smoke.
Or is it
blade
emanating
starts
from?
to sizzle and pop, and fumes begin to just rise up off of the blade. The room would quickly fill with smoke, and it doesn't cause any harm to anyone. It fills the room and rises up to the top. But what is unique of it is, actually that's his turn. They'll fill the room with smoke and then naught else. So
Okay.
we're gonna go back to Audra, and you will start us off on the second round.
Okay, what effect does this smoke have?
Unclear at the moment. Besides stinging the eyes and causing a bit of coughing, nothing to you.
Okay, but it doesn't obscure vision.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Alright. Cool. So, in that case, I will... There we go. Alright.
Oh, and I should have rolled a d6. One second, I've got to roll one little house cleaning thing.
Okay. I'm gonna take that 2 force damage. Yeah, assuming that the storm is still right there.
Yes, it's still raging, yeah.
Okay, cool. And I am just going to Misty Step back.
Wait, so the storm is not centered on him anymore? It's just there?
It's just there.
Huh. It's
Alright.
going to be interesting. I'm going to try and... can we cast through it?
Guess we're gonna find out. And I'm going to cast Summon Celestial
Interesting.
and drop a Defender Celestial right next to him.
Ender Celestial right there. Alright.
Beautiful.
Can we put it between him and us? Or is that...
Yeah,
you wanna-
sure.
I give you permission to control him.
Yep. Alright. Oops. Okay. I should have opened up the book to the page before this. Oh, I have it bookmarked. Good. Alright. So, the Celestial is just gonna take a smack at him with its mace. 16.
16 is a very close miss.
Okay. Second strike. 26.
That hits.
Beautiful. That is going to be 18 radiant damage. And the Celestial is going to gain 10 temp HP. And that will be my turn. Let's pass it to Diago.
Iago, you're up.
So Diago sees this. Diago's going to try casting a first level spell. Chromatic Orb.
Sure.
Range of 90 feet, which he's in. And I'm going to try and hit him. It's going to be a damage type Thunder.
Alright.
You might want to step into view so you can actually see him.
Oh, a good point. Sorry. It's fine. That's it. So I'll move 15 feet this way. And I'll throw it at him. Orb. I'm guessing a 29 hits.
Yeah, that hits.
So this is 3d8 thunder damage, and I'm hoping that's going to maybe set off some more crystals.
I have a way to set off a lot of crystals.
18.
18. So, yeah, as the thunder goes off, it looks like it hits the commander pretty hard, the Knight Commander. The concussive force seems to disrupt whatever harmony still exists within his body. You can see the crystals around him do react very negatively, and the the etheric energy swirling within becomes much more chaotic. At the stop of his last turn, he had started to kind of build up some sort of power within himself, but your concussive blast will disrupt that a bit, and it's going to cause magic surge.
Sorry, Defender.
The magic will swirl around in him. It takes on a kind of an ugly, sickly color. He begins to kind of scream, and just liquid just starts spraying out of his body all around him. Any creature within a 5-foot area is going to have to deal with some acid damage. Dex save for the defender, I believe. Yeah.
All right.
It begins to just spray magic everywhere, and the green crystals.
15.
15, you said?
Mhm.
That is okay for this. He passes. He's only going to take half damage. This is that, apparently. So he takes 3 damage. The green crystals around also seem to react to this going off. Anything else in your turn?
Me, yes. I am now moving back out of view a little
Outside,
bit.
yeah.
All right, no. Actually, I'll stay in line of sight. I'm gonna stay in line of sight. All right.
Yeah, who's
All right,
going
so
next?
Audra's gone. Okay, Godwin, you're up.
Godwin, you're up.
You can cast through the chaos magic. Go get him. Godwin here.
Oh, what? What is happening?
Yep, you're up.
Oh, shit. Okay. Hey.
We're all kicking you in the shins.
Listen.
Now, for a man in pajamas, you don't seem like you got a lot of rest.
Listen here.
Just don't
You know
fall
what?
asleep on call like some sort of doofus.
Listen, we did our best to not wake you up, okay? You should be thanking us. I'm gonna cast
Appreciative.
Arcane Lance.
All right.
Good choice.
See what
Start making these
this
challenging for you guys.
Well, we're getting a little lucky in certain things. Like the curse. You know, the curse coming off is probably a very
Sure.
big deal. He dropped his sword, so now he had to run all the way back, so he's no longer really in melee range with us.
I need.
I get some good strategic choices here, I think.
How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna aim it here. Try to keep.
Is it a cone or?
It's a square.
Okay.
Trying to hit it so that way it doesn't hit gems and the.
I'm gonna say whatever at this point. Just
Yeah,
give it a
right
go.
about here. Because I just need a 5x5. I need the big guy to make a charisma saving throw, my friend.
Charisma.
There you go.
Yes.
That's not one of your strengths, buddy.
That's
You have found his
useful
fourth.
one. Ooh, that doesn't
There.
look good. 8 plus
10,
plus
18.
0, actually.
There we go. That doesn't make it. That doesn't make it. That's 5 d8s. Oh yeah. Not so great. 14 force damage. Oh
14 force.
yeah.
I'm not sorry to say you've discovered one of
Is-
his resistances.
I'm.
As it
Force? No one's
slams
resistant.
into him, he stands tall, taking damage, but nowhere near as much as you might have hoped.
Cool.
No one's resistant to force for. Oh god.
This guy is.
He's the one guy.
You're just
He's-
making that up.
He's him. He's him.
He's the one. He took all of the force resistance in the game.
There it is.
Nobody else
yeah.
gets any.
What's still doing now, Godwin?
Well, my plan didn't work as great as I thought it was going to.
Wasn't a bad plan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, well he's over there. He'll be coming over here soon enough. So
He's gonna go ahead and use one of his legendary reactions on that. He takes damage, and it's at the end of your turn. He's going to cast Etheric Crystal Lance of his own. Etheric crystals erupt from the ground.
He has to beat my counterspell. I'm counterspelling. Can I counterspell this?
Counterspell a legendary resistance? I don't know.
I don't think
A
so.
reaction, I mean.
okay, but he's using his reaction to cast something.
That's true.
So
Yeah, roll it. Just roll it.
Okay, cool. Oh, please, 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 please. There we go. Dirty 20.
Oh, okay. So, underneath your feet, you can see, like, all of a sudden crystal starts to form underneath you and they begin to grow very rapidly. But you quickly deduce that it is your opponent who is summoning this effect, and you are able to counterspell it. The magic will dissolve and go a little crazy inside him for... Okay. No immediate result on a 4. Anything else in your turn, sir?
I could do a bonus action, but I really don't want to waste that much in the resource department. So I'm going to say that's my turn.
All right, then we're going to go to Yenris.
Get him.
Okay.
still have you still have the fire on his sword. Is there a bonus action? An action or a bonus action? He still has his the heat metal on the sword. And I believe it's a bonus action or an action, I forget which, he can activate it to make it do more damage to the guy.
It's a bonus action. Did he manage to grab the sword?
Yeah, he pulled
Yes.
it out. He's
Oh he rolled 18 on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bonus action hit him again with it.
Sure.
Drop your weapon.
Drop it now. 9 fire.
No.
And he's got to make a con save.
Owie.
A 16.
Nope. He drops his sword.
Make him drop the sword
Again.
Okay.
Hot potato.
So it clatters to the floor.
This man is for sure beyond 30 feet from me. Ain't no way. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Alright, it'll be his turn. You will go at the start of the next round. He's going to start his turn by finally using that smoke in the room. His body dissolves into it. He vanishes.
That's not good.
Is there still smoke?
Oh yeah, all throughout the room.
Alright, this is a problem. Not sure what to do here.
Smoke will begin to coalesce in between the party as he reappears in your midst. Lucky for you, he did leave the sword there. However, yeah, his body is going to immediately detonate in etheric crystal. It is going to erupt outward from him in a... Etheric rupture. 15-foot radius. Everyone in there must make a dex save. You please.
Where is he appearing?
Right in the middle of all of you.
Oh, cool.
So a deck save, you say?
Why am I on the wall?
What a
It
dickhead.
is 15
Why
feet.
aren't you
I
then?
think it's literally everybody.
Ah! Bad bounce. It was supposed to make it.
X.
DM, small problem. My die is supposed to be rolling high, and it didn't.
Yeah, can we get that bug
I'm
fix,
gonna
please?
with that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I didn't make it.
On a fail, it is 22 force damage. On a save, it is half.
No,
What's the DC?
17. Would have helped you guys.
That's force damage. I don't think absorb elements helps with force, does it?
No,
I don't
it does
think
not.
so. No.
Acid, fire, cold, lightning, thunder.
Ouch.
I need to make a con save for 11. Hey!
Oh, right, I need to do the
Exactly
same.
11. Nice.
That's like a breath weapon for him. So he's going to reach out, and he's going to touch Godwin.
Come on, man! I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah, that's right. Get him.
Touching me.
He's
Touching
casting
you.
Astral Severance. I need a charisma save, please.
Oh well, thank God I
shit.
have plenty of that.
That's,
Hey, man,
that's the
that-
thing.
Matt,
that
my
spell
thing.
sounds like super chill.
Oh, come on! I have a +9, so it's a 12.
That's
Do you,
right.
do you have a hero point? Do you have a hero point?
No, I don't.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
I'm gonna cosmic omen give you a wheel point and throw a d6 onto that.
All right, cool.
reaction.
You need it.
Cool. What was that? Say so. That's a 15.
DC 17, you are banished.
Oh boy.
It's okay. You'll be fine. We'll get you home
find
soon enough.
yourself in a
Back home.
No, this is different. You find yourself in
Uh-oh.
a shadowed realm. It's like a twilight realm. There's no up, no down. There's just a horizon endlessly in any direction that you look. And you are stuck there for one
Hello. Hello.
That's its turn. Action, bonus action. It moved. Yeah, it used its breath weapon. Let's see if that recharges. Not yet. Alright, Yenris, you start us off on the third round.
Yeah, Yenris is gonna see Godwin having just vanished. He goes, "Oh shit!" I'm going to. Is banish like a concentration spell?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna 5th level dispel magic on him.
Let me see what level banishment. He did not upcast it.
Banishment, isn't it like 3rd or 4th level?
I think it's 4th.
Banishment. Moving up slowly for some reason. It's a
Yeah,
4th
it's
level,
4th.
So you should just be able to banish it, I think. Right?
Yeah.
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 I just yeah.
Alright, you banish, or you end his banishment, and you just pop back into existence.
Yeah, I assume banishment has some like effect that makes it clear that he's like focusing on it, and then goes like, "Oh no, thank you," Zoop! And just cancels it. Bring him back, please.
He will orient on you, Yenris, and he points a finger at you that begins to glow an ominous color. Dark swirling purple.
Yenris has his arms out, and they're like, "Come on, come at me."
Come at me,
He's
bro.
looking to oblige you.
Yes,
Yeah,
bring
I
it,
can
big
use
fella. Let's see what
my
you've got.
reaction.
Yenris,
Yeah,
anything else on your turn, or who's going next?
Oh, I think. Godwin, you're asking about your reaction?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure if I used it or not.
Reaction?
Did
for
not.
what?
No, I don't remember if I used.
Don't believe you did. You didn't.
Did.
Did you counterspell anything?
I counterspelled
Yeah,
the
you did.
crystals bottom of my feet, but I didn't.
Okay.
I don't.
Use it then.
It
Okay,
used
I just want to make sure
until
that
the
I just want to make sure the round hadn't switched over.
No, I believe
that
it's the
was-
start of your next turn.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yep. I'm good.
I got nothing else.
All
Good
right,
luck.
So who would you like to kick to?
I think it's Diago.
What?
Or
Are
Diago?
you?
Okay.
That's my recommendation because I'd like to ask Diago. Diago, give Vortex Warp my defender over here.
Yeah,
Okay.
word, Diago.
Diago will do such a thing. He is
And
going to.
It
He's
will
going
not
to vortex.
resist.
He's going to vortex warp the guy over, right, to be right behind. Actually, right in front. Put him right in front. There. So, and I'll do that. That's my action. It's a second level spell. Take that guy off. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna push. I'm gonna try and. I know I'm gonna take it. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity, but he doesn't have a sword, so that's a good thing. So I'm gonna move away from him. You probably get some sort of attack of opportunity.
Yeah, he will.
It's fist, no sword.
Well, he's going to take the hand that isn't pointed at Yenris, and he's going to swipe it at you, but the hand will deform from a largely elfin-looking hand to one of a monstrous beast. It will go claws and a paw, and it will swipe at you. For nat 1, you can take an attack of opportunity in return. It lets himself open.
I
And
will absolutely do that. I think
You're out of range for an attack of opportunity,
you
and
can.
rest.
It would have
Yeah.
to be-
there is that. But also, I didn't cast Shillelagh on my weapon, so I would just be hitting with his deck. So I think my attack of opportunity is him just slapping the hand out of him, get that out of my face.
Okay, so if I can take an opportunity, I'm gonna put my witchwood hand, because I don't have a weapon. I'll just use my witchwood hand and put it, and push it into him, and then can I use anything to try and mess with the crystals that is him?
You want to try to disrupt the magic that's taking over? Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Primary
so,
stat.
Okay, roll a what?
Roll a d20, add whatever your, what's the intelligence?
Intelligence,
for
yep.
Artificer?
Smart guy.
Oh,
So 24 total.
Okay, what exactly are you trying to do? Just disrupt it, calm it. What's your goal?
I'm trying to basically undo the crystal. Fine, maybe suck some of it into the witchwood.
Okay.
Like we did previously to the other thing in the tree. The
So
guy
what I
that
would
was crystal.
say is I think that would, since he's building power in his right arm, and it's, or I guess it's, it's his right arm, it's pointed at Yenris, I would say you drain that away successfully, ending his tactic.
Okay. And I'm just going to move over, staying outside of his range. Okay, and so that's my bonus action, that's my action, that's my movement. That's it for me.
Adrian or Godwin, your choice.
Oh, sorry, Audrin.
Adrian,
I picked Goblin last time.
Okay. I will open up with a good old-fashioned inflict wounds. Whee. Oh.
that one.
I'm going to use my inspiration to give myself advantage. Oops.
Even better.
Hey, you doubled your score.
Well, you know.
Some things
Cool.
are
yeah, this Guardian's just not feeling it. He's just not in. His heart isn't in the game.
It's
Well, that wasn't the
chaos of
Guardian.
battle. This guy is a good battle master. He's bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, and I'm not going to use a bonus action. So I'm just going to have the defender attack.
Sure.
So first smack.
Yeah.
23.
That's it.
That's going to be 11 points of damage. And he's going to give 10 temp HP to me. And then he's going to smack again. Damn, wow.
He is good with his armor,
Yeah.
I suppose, deflecting.
Yeah. Alright, well that's my turn.
All right, Godwin, you are the last to go this round.
I don't even know what to do with this guy.
Do you guys also want to move away from him?
I mean, I could try that. Well, yeah, I can get away cleanly. Just, I don't even know what to do after that. Most of my stuff either is area of effect or crowd control. And this guy is beasting through all my stuff, so
You have cantrips.
I do,
Yep.
but... What, if I did a melee attack, would I get advantage since he's flanked?
Absolutely.
Oh crap, my defender should have had advantage on those
Yeah,
attacks.
you should have.
Okay, so here, I'll roll that second attack. I'll consider that first roll, those first two rolls as the advantage on the first attack. So,
That's right.
second attack. There we go, 28.
Yep, that's it.
17 points of radiant damage. And Godwin is going to get 8 temp HP.
Sweet. Alright, I'm just gonna smack him. Why not? Got nothing else better to do.
You're hitting
Actually,
with the-
I'm gonna bonus action and cast Hex on this guy.
Hex is a bonus action spell, right?
Yes, yes it is.
So there you go.
Okay, that marks
Yep.
him, and you're giving him disadvantage on what?
I'm gonna do...
It's checks, not saves.
Yeah, I think all of our stuff is saved, so it doesn't really matter, so I'll go with Strength.
Strength. Yeah. Hex is a
Yeah,
weird
so
one.
he can't... So that way he can't grapple. Or at least he's not gonna be able to grapple very easily. Then I'm gonna smack him.
All right.
So...
You're hitting with what? Your Witchwood staff?
Should I? I guess, yeah. It's probably the best option I got.
Or hit him with a cantrip?
I'm too close for a cantrip. And I already used my bonus action, so I can't get away cleanly. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him with my Witchwood.
All right. Roll to hit.
Please! Does a 16 hit?
A 16 just misses. His AC is 17.
Cool. I love it. It's just, yeah, I love it. Arjun, you're not gonna stay here forever, right? You're gonna run away as
No.
well?
Probably.
Your guardian wouldn't be too mad if I started running for my life, right? Cool.
Nope. Mhm.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna just just get on out of here and
Alright,
take
second.
the...
Well, hang on. Before you go
Yeah.
there, two things are going to happen.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's going to use its legendary reaction because it's on your turn, at the end of your turn. You're going to see a whole bunch of energy and light begin to condense within its form. The shard within its chest, the cauldron shard, begins to whine and vibrate violently. Probably originally intended to be part of whatever this is, but you all have disconnected it. And it seems like instead of channeling it cleanly through its body, channeling this particular ability also hurts the creature. But it's going to release a blast of etheric instability. It's going to use its disrupt reality ability. 20-foot sphere is going to erupt around the creature in an area. Anything within that sphere must make a con save. I will say that the Aether Storm has ended. Let me get rid of that.
Oh, that's helpful.
Cool. Is this a spell that he's casting?
I'm going to say it is disruptible. It's not a spell, but you can clearly see magic building up. I think it is something that you would be able to counterspell, and you should have it back again since.
Yeah, it's my turn. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna counterspell.
Definitely have to roll for this.
Okay. I'm using. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't really matter. Oh please, please give me good. That's an 18.
An 18. That would disrupt it. Yep.
Oh.
Critical. All the force will go critical. And it'll detonate in a smaller radius. Half.
10 feet. So I'm still gonna take the shot, but
You're still gonna take it, but it's largely channeled through the creature rather than out onto you. So it's automatically at half damage since you killed it. But yeah, looks like the three of you, the defender and Audrin, are all gonna have to make saves.
What save?
Okay.
Con save, please.
Oh, cool. I have a decent bit of this.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so
Godwin couldn't save his own.
Oh my god.
My God.
The DM's doing
Alright.
this. He's tampering with our rolls. He's in the game.
Jesus Christ.
He's in the game.
Oh my
So
god.
this is half damage for everyone because you disrupted it.
Cool. It still hurts. Ow.
12 force damage. Everyone's going to be pushed back. As you all failed, you all get pushed back and slammed backward 10 feet. 10 feet. 10 feet. Godwin,
Face
you're going
first.
to take an additional 5 because you slam into the wall and eat the rest. Audrin, you're going to take an additional 3 because you slam into the wall and eat the rest. And the creature is going to fall prone to one knee because it explodes inside of itself as well.
Cool.
That was a reaction. Now it gets its turn.
Wait, I still gotta move. He just pushed me away, so I'm just gonna as fast as far as I can. Get me out of here. That's my turn.
All right. It will stand up using half of its movement, snarl at you all. It's not letting you get. Oh, how far did you get away? It does not want to let
30
you get away
feet.
that easily.
All right, cool. Yeah, I
30
appreciate
feet?
it.
Is that a range? Oh, you're really close. I can still hit you. Its finger at you, and it's going to cast a spell.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
You know what? I'll counterspell it.
All
Oh, thank
go
you.
ahead and roll it.
Thank you, my friend. I think he was about to take him away with my witch run.
That's probably not going to work. So it's an 11 probably.
Nah, it's not gonna do it. A
Alright.
beam of concentrated etheric magic will shoot toward Godwin. You roll for it. It's a +9
Sorry.
to hit you. 15.
That does not hit.
The beam comes slamming towards you, but you dodge out of the way at the last second, and it goes over your shoulder. Bonus action. He's gonna disappear into the smoke. That's his
Spread
turn.
out! Spread out!
Who ended it last time? Godwin, I believe. You are the first to go.
Yeah. Can I
Go for
make
the sword.
an Arcana check to see if he teleported or is invisible?
You can
Like,
roll-
could
you
I
can roll
be able?
Arcana.
Okay. I just want to see if I can try to deduce.
Deduce away, sir. You know shit.
13.
You're pretty sure you're still in Prismere.
I'm so lost, man.
All right.
There's a lot of smoke. Maybe you smoked it. You're not really sure. Might be affecting your brain. But yeah, you can't glean much. Unclear whether he's just hiding in
Godwin's
the smoke
just
as the best, or...
Yeah, Godwin has just absolutely got his head rocked after teleporting back. He's just gonna cast invisibility on himself and hide.
Oh, brave Sir Robin.
I honestly don't know what to do at this point. I am so baffled.
All right, I'll hide you. Just remember that you're, invisible. And
Yep, I'm at.
not
yep.
gone. Yeah. All right. After you go invisible, anything else you want to do?
That's it.
Who would you like to go next?
I'm gonna have Diago go.
Diago, you're
All
up.
right. He disappeared in the mist. I'm trying to see if I can see him. Is there any movement in the mist? 'Cause I'm assuming he's going back for. I'm assuming he's going back for his sword, so that can give me advantage on that to kind of narrow it down.
Sure. Roll perception.
Advantage or no advantage?
No, I'm not gonna give you advantage on it. I'm giving you a free roll.
Okay.
You know where to look.
So perception, I have a +6, so that's a 22.
You do think you see swirls and eddies within the smoke itself, and it does seem like it has a flow toward the back of the room where he dropped his sword.
I am casting chromatic orb at that smoke.
All right. Roll to hit.
Thunder damage. Thunder. Chromatic orb, go. Oh, come on. For some reason it's not. Okay, this is a +12 to this roll.
Yeah, that's a hit.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Give me the damage.
So it's 3d8. Again, thunder. Trying to destabilize any crystals that are within him. Okay, 12. Not bad.
The thunder damage echoes through, and it'll drop him out of the smoke. He literally clatters to the ground. He's writhing on the ground, and you can tell that, yeah, the thunder seems to have some sort of effect on his equilibrium. The magic is swirling about, and it looks like something nasty is about to happen. His form writhes and undulates, and then something odd happens on his back. Almost like a growth appears. It quickly continues to evolve, and he grows a third arm of pure crystal. Looks like it hurt.
Okay.
How much damage was that, by the way?
I forget now. Was it?
Hold on,
It was 12.
Yeah.
Thank you. Plus a little bit for vulnerable.
I'm going to move up to about here. And then I'm going to try and pull him back. I'm going to try and telekinetic shove, pull him back. If he's writhing in pain, hopefully he's not very good at this. So he has to make a save. Or maybe he just fails.
He fails miserably, and it's 5 feet, right?
Yep, just 5 feet.
Yep. You pull him back successfully.
Get him! Get him! He's out! And then, who's
Yenris
next?
or
Yenris. I've chosen you, sir. So it's your turn.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I am going to wild shape. Well, not wild shape, but starry form of a chalice. And I am going to. Where's Godwin? Fled like a chicken, I see. So be it.
He closed the door.
Ah,
Oh my god, he's full of stars.
God. Bonus action. I'm going to send out some healing towards Diaco. I'm going to give you a third level healing word. 3d4. plus 5. Come on. Dang! 10 hit points
Woo.
to
Yeah.
Diago.
15.
And
Wow,
then
both of
my chalice form is going to do a D8 towards a D8 plus 5 towards Audrum. Take this.
Help.
10 hit points to Audrum.
10 points to Arjun.
10 points to Audrum.
I am no longer bloodied.
You would have given it to Godwin, but he's not here. He's disappeared.
Yeah, Godwin's not in my eye line, so.
Yeah. You know, honestly,
What can I
Godwin's
do?
fine with the outcome of all this, you know. Heal your friends, I'm fine. Bleeding, fully
Yeah,
dying.
wherever you are. Wherever you are. Brother Man hasn't gone towards his sword again, has he?
That's what he's working
Looks
towards
like he's-
now.
Yeah.
It's still glowing hot.
Doesn't
So
seem
we'll
to care
see.
that much, or at least doesn't have the presence of mind to resist it.
Well, that is my turn.
Alright, lastly, Audrin, you will end the round.
Beautiful. So we're just gonna... We're going to summon a spiritual weapon.
Alright.
It's time to start pumping damage. So it's going to be a 4th level spiritual weapon. Yep, beautiful, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna give him a good smack. 21.
That's it?
One second. It's been a while, so I couldn't remember if it was D10 or D8. Alright, 12 points of force damage.
Alright, 12 force?
Yep, force, yeah, I know.
Resistance
I know.
to force. Just noting
Yep.
it.
That said, now we're just gonna hit him with, spend a 1st level spell slot to hit him with a guiding bolt. Or not.
That looks like a miss, yeah.
Yeah.
Guy.
So that will be my turn, but the defender gets to go immediately after, so the defender's gonna just fly to him and give him a good smack.
Sure, sure.
Or not.
Or not.
Second attack,
Okay, DM. You gotta tell me, what have you done to this game?
28,
Well, that one hits. There you guys go.
Hey, solid
18
damage.
points of radiant damage,
Not bad.
and the defender is going to get 5 temp HP. And that'll be my turn.
Right. The captain of the guard will walk forward. He will take the
Ooh,
attack
that's
of
going to be an
opportunity.
attack of opportunity.
Oh,
Or not.
Get back
number
to the-
17. You only have to beat a 17.
Hey, how about an athletic checks to get over those crystals? What's going on? Is he vaulting here?
Armor passes right through them, honestly. In fact, as he walks through them, you can see that he seems to draw from them as his body moves over them. Energy is literally flowing into his form as he walks across them.
Godwin, do you have chill touch?
I sure do.
I want to start
reaches
using it.
down and he grabs his still glowing sword, apparently. Give me that damage. See if you can grab it.
Constitution save to see if you can grab it.
That's an 18 to pick it up.
Probably got it. Yenris, what's your DC?
17.
That-
He also, he makes contact. He made contact with the blade on his head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he'll take damage, but he made the con save already.
Ah, fuck off. Well, you touched 15. Fired him.
Hey.
Alright.
Does he
And
look?
you only.
Can we tell if he looks
only-
hurt or not?
Oh, he's definitely hurt. He's taking damage. You guys are chipping away at him quite literally.
Yeah, he has several explosions happen inside of him. So
Yep.
Yeah, I can't be happy. All right.
He's going
Let's
to use
do
his bonus
several
action,
more.
disappear into the smoke.
oh, come on, man.
Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Get a new
That's so
bit.
cringe.
That's so cringe, dude.
We've played this game before. All right.
He's not
We'll see
done.
what he does.
He's going to appear directly in front of Audrin with his sword raised. And he's finally going to swing his damn sword at one of you. Where is that stat? You're gonna love it. It's great.
Wisdom.
I command thee to roll poorly. A 1 will suffice.
I will only accept a 1. A 2, you have failed me.
Alright,
It's too bad this guy's not.
plus 9 to hit.
Can't.
He gets 3 basic attacks.
Oh my god.
Ah.
Come
Oh my God.
Okay, no more playing nice with this guy. We're taking him down.
27 to hit for the first.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a
12
miss.
to hit
That's
for
a
the
miss.
second.
Good. Good.
Hey, there we go.
Yes, there we go.
The
As I
gods are with
decreed, a
us.
1.
Opportunity. However, that third
Silvery barbs on the first attack.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, a low roll.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Thank you.
Miss.
The third
Yes.
crystalline arm will come in, growing claws, and it swipes down for a final 4th attack.
Low roll. Thank you.
Wing, 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 wing.
Audrin's just literally bobbing and weaving as the wall is getting torn up.
Oh yeah, his sword. I mean, there's just like large gouges in the wall behind you as this great sword is just slashing back and forth.
That last attack, he just like barely deflected it with his shield because he's got a shield. He wears a shield.
It's scheming really handy. We're actually past session. I think it's a pretty good time to call it on the end of his turn. He will end his turn with his sword raised high directly at you. I'll make a note. Oh yeah, at you.
No, I said tee-hee.
And you will start us off next week. So you ended combat, or you ended the round last time. So yeah, we'll call session right there. It's a little after 11. I did not expect you guys to finally get to the Knight Commander, but I'm glad you did. This is the final boss.
Hooray.
Well, we've been walking around this room for a while.
Yes, you have since day one. You just tiptoed around it.
Yeah. We should have brought more apples.
Probably yes. You guys have, I don't know how clear it is, but your tactics have been working. He hasn't had access to like half of his tricks. Picking out the cauldron was actually a pretty big deal. It gives him unlimited, cauldron abilities.
Yeah.
And removing his sword has been very helpful.
Yes,
And,
that has been good too.
Yeah, if this man's been able to pull out fucking 4 swings a turn, I'm glad we've limited his access to it.
I will say you picked up on it pretty easily, or pretty quick. I'm using something called a battlefield tactic. It will always have an obvious tell at the end of his turn, and it will always resolve at the beginning of his next turn. It's up to you guys to prevent it. You've done very well so far, but if that raised sword comes down before the end of it, or before the start of his next turn, it's pretty nasty. All I'm gonna say. And right
I'm
now
gonna be
it's
hitting him with-
right at you, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm going to be doing? I'm going to hit him with I'm going to try and hit him with another thunder thing. If anyone has any thunder spells, you might want to use them.
But yeah, that's it. Thanks for playing, everybody. I hope everybody
Yeah,
had a good
thanks.
time. and
Thanks,
fun.
DM. Yeah.
Thank
Bye,
you,
folks.
If you have
DM.
any questions, I know
Alright.
there was some lore drop and stuff, so stick around for a bit, but otherwise you're free to go. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Night night.